Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm not going to do any flowers. This is just shall we say a small module before I do the next video. And what I'm doing, since I started doing the flexible flower paste, I've started redoing some of the flowers that I've done in the past, along with new ones of course. And one of the things that I do know is that a lot of people don't have lots of cutters and equipment and that when they start out making flowers. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how to make a template for whatever flower or leaf or whatever else it is that you're going to do. So I've just got myself a new toy, shall we say. So what I'm going to do, take you down to my board and I'm going to show you what I've got here. Right, as you can see, I've got some leaves here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to redo the ranunculus. So what I need to do is to turn that, where is it, into that. So that's the real one. These are the sugar leaves. So what I've got here in front of me, I don't know whether you might not be able to see this because it's on my whiteboard. It's called a light board. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plug this in. I only got this yesterday, so this is the first time that I've used it. It comes with a plug-in lead. Just bear with me a second while I get this in. Make sure I get it the right way up. And it uses a plug like you have for your smartphones. Right, there we are, that's plugged in. Then I've got a little button on the side, so if I press that, that lights up. And you can change the brightness of your light by just pressing that button. Right, so now what I've got here, something else that you should all have if you're doing any cake decorating at all, is some silicone paper. Now I'm just going to roll this in the opposite direction because I have it rolled up in a roll and I buy it in bulk. So I used to get it in for all of my students when I was teaching at college. So we'll just roll this back the other way so that it comes out a bit flatter. Right, I'm just going to take some off of that because that's a bit too big, so I'm just going to make this a bit smaller. Now you can go to the trouble of buying tracing paper for this if you want, but if you've already got silicone paper or even greaseproof paper would do, then that will it. Now the templates that I made for the leaves that I've made, I did by getting my leaves and putting them out and tracing up over the top of them. By putting the leaf on top of the paper. So what you can do with this is, instead of doing that, put your leaves underneath your paper, like that. Just spread that one out because one of those is a bit in the way. Just move that one over a little bit. There's a bit missing off the top of that because I tore that one when I was doing these, so let me just straighten that one out. And bring that one down. Right, so as you can see, once you get that on there, and you could take, oops, hang on, there we are. Once you've got that down on your paper, then what you can do then is you can trace out that pen's not working, just bear with me a second, I'll come back with another one. Right, I've got a pencil to do it with this time rather than a pen. So what you need to do then is you just trace over the leaf that you're doing. Now you might not get all this fine detailing because these leaves are quite of an awkward shape. I did miss some of the detail when I'm cutting it out because it's a bit intricate to get all the detail in. I'm only going to trace one out just to give you an idea. Down to there and there. Right, so I've got one of those out now. There are two of those leaves, one on either side. Actually, I've missed a little bit out of that. But what I would do with that is, if you need more than one leaf out of it, just bear with me. What I would do is to write on there. So there's two of those, because you've got one on either side, and then the same with these down here. You've got two of these, so you could just trace one out and then turn your template over. And what I've done here, if I get these templates out to show you, I've got all my different leaves here. So that is what was the central one before I tore it there. I'll just put them on top of this paper here. And then I've got that one which goes at the side, so you want one on that side, one on that side, and then these two at the bottom, you've got one that way around and one that way around. Hang on, get it the right way around, I think it's the other way. Anyway, what you could do is just cut one of them out and then turn it over and do one for the other side. So you've got your long side on that way, and then you can turn it over and you've got your long side on that one that way. So that's how to make your template. And then what you need to do then is to get a pair of good paper scissors or small scissors, whichever you're using. I've got some little nail scissors here, so I'll use these to cut this out. I should have done that near the edge, shouldn't I, so we could get in. But what you can do is, if you get into your and cut out a square round each of the leaves, it's a lot easier to cut your leaves out once you've got a small leaf like that. So if you just get rid of that out of the way, and then if you just go around your leaf, starting from your bottom there, now it's up to you whether you take all the detail out. The best, what you can do is go around and cut fairly close to it like that, if you've got a lot of detail like this to cut out. Go right round the edge, so you're just leaving a slight margin like that. And then if you just take out the pieces that you want to take out, like that. Now when I came to cut these leaves out, I found the easiest way to do this is to do the same thing again with the paste, which I'll show you in the next video when I do that. I'll go into using the templates on your go around and just take all the excess off where you need it to take it off. Take that little bit out of there. Then if you come round this top part here and do this little top bit. To buy a cutter like this, you can buy some plastic cutters now, but the only trouble is with a lot of plastic cutters, I don't find them, a lot of them, sharp enough. I haven't tried any of the new ones that are on the market, so if anybody's watching that makes them, I apologise because I haven't tried your cutters. And just take each little piece out bit by bit. If you can just get some of these little bits of detail in, it makes it look a lot better. You don't have to necessarily get it all in. So don't worry if you miss a little bit. As long as you get the general idea. So I'll go back to my ones that I've already made in a minute to show you how I've gone on with that. If you get your template made with all these bits in, it's up to you. If if you manage to get all these little nooks and crannies in. I wish I would have had stuff like this around when I was taking a bit out there. That wasn't meant to come out, but never mind. Right, so once I've got all those little bits out, just get rid of these bits and pieces here. So where are we? Where's my sugar leaves? That's my sugar leaf for that side. So what I did was I put the template on top of the paste and then cut out round the edge. So that's just a quick video just to show you how to make a template, and you can use this for anything that you're doing. If you don't get hold of a real flower or a real leaf, you can make a template for anything that you're doing, just depending on what it is. So what you would have to do, if it's a flower, is to take it apart, which I didn't do with the leaves, because I managed to do it because these are in a sprig like that. They are actually separated. It was a lot easier to draw around the edge of them and to enable me to make the template for that. But there we are. That's how to make a template for your leaves. So what I'll do is I've got all my templates already made out here. I used a bit of paper that had been printed on. Anything that you can use. The only trouble with this is if you try to use ordinary printing paper. I don't think we've got any here. Just bear with me a second. Just get a bit of ordinary paper out. This is one that I've already got a template on. We'll just try this first before, because I haven't tried this. This is all starting from the beginning. I haven't done it before. So I put my leaves onto there. Oops, that's the sugar ones. See, couldn't tell the difference between the sugar ones and the real ones. So that's the real ones. Yep. Even with ordinary printing paper, which is what I've used to make my templates there, which will be a bit better, it does work with that as well. So there you are. You can use any kind of paper as long as it's not too thick. Obviously not card, but any other kind of paper you can use for that. And then you can cut out your templates for whatever you're going to do. So like there we've got one of those, two of those, and I've got one of each of these because I've done differently ones, but you can do this one and we can put two on there as well. So I want two out for cutting that one out. So then I get a left and a right one. Just turn it over and do it the other way. Same as you would with double-sided cutters. So there we are. That's just a simple tip into getting your leaves. So I'll see you in the next video. That shouldn't be too long because I'm just in the process of making making some flowers up now in different colours, just to show you different colour variations, and I'll show you how I made the leaves using the template. So there we are. That's the sugar leaf. That's the real leaf. See you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you've got any comments about anything, do them down below. And also it's nice to see how many people like the video, so if you give me a like if you like what I'm doing. And there we are. And as I say, if you've got any questions about anything, either to do with the video that I've done, or any questions about the paste or anything else, or anything that you'd like to see me do, then please leave me a message and I will try and get back to you as soon as I can. Take care, see you soon, see you in the next video.